Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk real quick about my 2021 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax custom trim truck. So you guys have seen this on the channel. I'll leave a link to the playlist down below in the description if you want more information on this truck, or you want to, see my previous videos on this. I want to give an update on this. So just a quick backstory. So the truck I bought July in 2021. It was brand new. I bought it from a dealer in Idaho. I live in Utah. I drove up to Idaho. I found it and I bought it. The nice thing was I bought it for just under MSRP, which at the time, and even right now, it's hard to find a vehicle at MSRP. Dealerships are charging over MSRP. So I was able to get that. And when I bought the truck, I really just was in a pinch and I needed to find a truck. So I didn't custom order it. This was the custom trim. The custom trim is like below the LT trim on the Chevy Silverado. So there's like work truck, custom, LT, LTZ, high country. So custom trim is kind of near the bottom, and it had some it doesn't have a lot of features, a lot of options on it. And for that reason, I wasn't like super excited, but I was like, I'll try it out. I need a truck. It's got the Duramax engine. That was really what I wanted out of it. Had a couple other small options on it. So I bought it and ended up loving the truck. The truck's awesome, and it's been a fantastic truck. But I want to give you guys kind of an update on what's happened with the truck recently. So back in November 2021, I ordered a GMC Yukon XL SLE, and that's just now getting delivered at the dealership right now, and it's right by my house. And so because I have to pay sales tax in my state in Utah, I have to pay sales tax when you buy, whether it's private party or dealer, you got to pay sales tax. I'm like 7.25% sales tax, and I just couldn't I just wanted to find a way to get around paying the sales tax on that Yukon. And quite frankly, I've actually used that truck, the Silverado, the 2500 HD. I've actually been using as kind of a family vehicle. My wife's been driving it, and we took it on a couple road trips. And luckily, it has the 6 seats. I have 4 kids. It has the 6 seats, so it has the pop-up seat in the middle. The middle console pulls up, and it has 6 seats. A 6-seat truck, which is worked out great. But we took it down to California. We took it to Las Vegas a couple times. So we've actually used it as like a family vehicle. And what I was thinking of doing is replacing the truck with the Yukon because it's more of a family-friendly vehicle than the Silverado would be. It's a big truck, heavy-duty truck. So that's kind of the purpose of ordering the Yukon. So the Yukon just showed up about a week and a half ago, and I was able to do a thing called an in-and-out transaction with the dealership I bought it with. So the dealership I bought my Yukon through is just a local GMC dealer. They offered me, guys, now just to give you an idea on the numbers, they offered me $61,000 trade-in on that truck. Now the MSRP was $57,900. I paid $56,900 plus tax, so I'm into it about $61,000. So they were offering me almost exactly what I was into the truck for on trade-in, which that's super rare these days because when you trade something in, it's like the dealer usually lowballs you. So that means the dealer is going to ask $67,000, $68,000 for that truck, which is quite a bit more than what I paid for it and over MSRP. So the dealer offered me $61,000. I had a few weeks to kind of decide what I wanted to do, so I listed it on my local classified, and I listed it for $63,500, and I ended up finding a buyer for it. So I found a buyer for it, but I was able to do the transaction through the dealership. So what I did is I told the dealership, hey, we're doing what they call an in-and-out transaction, where I bring the buyer, and the guy buys it from me, but it's processed through, the paperwork is processed through the dealership. So I got full credit for that trade. So the $63,500 this guy paid for the truck, that gets credited towards the Yukon as far as the sales tax credit, and that's actually more than what the Yukon's price was. So I didn't have to pay any sales tax on that at all. So that's almost a $5,000 savings by doing that. So the Chevy Silverado 2500 HD custom trim is now gone. I traded it in. I'm picking the Yukon up in just a day or two. They're just doing a few things to it, window tint, and they had installed a trailer brake controller. That's a whole nother story. I ordered the vehicle with the max tow package that had the trailer brake controller, and lo and behold, it shows up they didn't order that package on it. So I'll do another video on that. That was kind of a hassle. But nevertheless, I was super excited that I was able to get more out of the truck than I bought it for, and it saved me the almost $5,000 on top of the increased price. It saved that in sales tax. So even though I hated getting rid of the truck, I loved the truck, I also, the numbers were just too good to be true to keep it, really. And so I got rid of it for that purpose. So all my truck needs now, I'm going to use my Yukon for. If I have to pull my trailer, like my dirt bike trailer, I'll just pull it with the Yukon, and it's got the new Duramax engine in it, so it's a diesel Yukon, which is cool. I'm excited about that. But also, kind of a teaser as well, since I knew I was getting rid of the Silverado 2500 and I love the truck, I went to my local Chevy dealer and placed an order for a new 3500 HD Chevy Silverado in the LT trim. So instead of custom, we're going LT. Actually, LT's custom's not available in the 3500 platform. So it's interesting that it's only available in the 2500. I always wanted the 3500. That seems to be the most popular trim, the model here where I live, because a lot of people are pulling big, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers. And if you're going to do any of that heavy duty towing, it makes sense to get the 3500 because you have an extra 500 to 600 pounds of payload capacity for hauling a bigger trailer. And so that's kind of what I would like to eventually do. And the 2500 just didn't have the payload capacity. For example, it only had about just under 2,800 pounds of pin weight it could hold for a fifth wheel or a toy hauler or a gooseneck trailer. 2,800 pounds, and that's, that 3500 is going to give me 500-600 pounds more than that. So it'll give me a little extra more carrying capacity, a little more towing capacity. So pretty excited about that truck that's coming. I'm going to do a video on that soon. I'm going to reveal kind of the build specs and MSRP and all the options I ordered on that, but pretty excited about that. So the Silverado has been traded in, and for no reason other than it was just the numbers. The numbers just lined up. The numbers made sense. I love the truck and would highly recommend it, and I would get the same truck again, but now I have the option to kind of order one and get the 3500, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see when that arrives. That was ordered the 1st of March. We're now the end of March, so it could be summertime. I'm thinking mid to late summer that it shows up. So that'll be that's to come. Anyways, guys, well, I wanted to just kind of give that information that if you're considering trading in a vehicle, see if the dealer you're buying your vehicle from will do an in and out transaction, because you can just run the transaction through them, but go find your own buyer and get a higher price than what they're going to give you on trade. So it's still a way, if your state does the sales tax credit for a trade-in, you can do that in and out transaction like I explained, where you find the buyer for your vehicle, and then you run it through that dealership, and you get the sales tax credit for the vehicle that you're getting rid of, and for the new vehicle that you're buying. So it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty excited that it worked out well, and excited to get this Yukon. We'll do some review videos on that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.